So it seems that Jordan Peterson has got himself a fine piece of real estate inside Olivia Wilde's head at a very competitive rate. He's practically squatting there. The Don't Worry Darling director says Chris Pine's terrifying character is based on the insane Jordan Peterson. Now, some of you may be shocked to discover that I, as a 30-something cis white male, am somewhat of a fan of Jordan Peterson. You know what? It makes me furious when people mischaracterize Jordan Peterson this way.
Oh, but you're a mean, mad white man.
Olivia Wilde has revealed that Chris Pine's terrifying character in her newest movie, Don't Worry Darling, starring Harry Styles, is based on the controversial Canadian psychologist and author Jordan Peterson. I wonder if any of you have seen the trailer to Don't Worry Darling. Spoiler alert, but it looks shit. Actually, that's not entirely fair. Aesthetically, it kind of looks cool. However, from what I gather, from what I can sense, it feels like the message, once again, is a little bit more important than, say, the characters or the storyline or all that rubbish that us old dinosaurs used to enjoy about films. The Wonder Woman actor, and by actor they mean Chris Pine, because now I have to double check because they always call actresses actors now. The Wonder Woman actor stars in Wilde's forthcoming psychological thriller as Frank, the utopian desert community's leader. See, they see Jordan Peterson as the leader of a cult. I'm not in a cult. You're in a cult. Stop trying to deprogram me. Pine features alongside Harry Styles and Florence Pugh, who lead the film as a 50s couple whose idyllic lives are overturned when Pugh's Alice uncovers her husband's dark secrets when one of the neighborhood housewives goes missing. Now, my guess is right, and I could be entirely, completely, utterly wrong, but I would bet my mortgage that the reason she goes missing is because she's a feminist who don't need no man. She's a woman that wants to know too much. All the men are like, get back in the kitchen or we'll kill you. And she's like, I ain't getting back in that kitchen. And they're like, well, we'll kill you. Like I say, I don't know if that is the plot, and I'm sure it's slightly more complex than that, but I bet it's along those lines. You know what I mean. In a recent interview with Interview magazine, Wilde spoke with fellow actress Maggie Gyllenhaal about the inspiration behind Frank's character. We based that character on this insane man, Jordan Peterson, who is the pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community, Wilde said. Listen here, Olivia. Insane, pseudo-intellectual, incels.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
I really don't get it why people say that. It seems like he's the opposite of that. He's constantly talking about responsibility and how you need to grow up and how you're not going to be attractive to women if you can't look after yourself. Incels, involuntary celibates, the antithesis of Jordan Peterson. They're sort of blaming women for all of their problems. They don't take any responsibility. They don't take any accountability for the fact that they're losers. Just seems like the complete opposite to me. I don't get it. Certainly, I think a lot of young men who don't have a sense of direction and probably are frustrated with many aspects of their lives, some of them may be, relationships with women, perhaps have been helped quite a bit by Jordan Peterson, but he hasn't exacerbated their incel tendencies in any way, shape or form that I can tell. It just goes to show this lazy, cliched way of thinking that these Hollywood elites have. No wonder they think we're all stupid and shouldn't be allowed to see what's outside the cave. We wouldn't understand it. She further explained the incels. Thanks for explaining the incels, Olivia Wilde. I'm sure you know loads about it. She further explained the incels as a community of disenfranchised, mostly white men. Thank God she said white, eh? Who believe they are entitled to sex from women. Now, Jordan Peterson has never said anything like this, but of course there was that one time when they tried to make out that he was saying something like this, when he mentioned socially enforced monogamy being the solution to incels. Now, if you've got an ounce of nuance in your thoughts at all, you would understand what he meant by that, and what he meant in the context of the interview when he talked about socially enforced monogamy was that that is already our solution to incels. It's the solution that we've had for thousands of years in almost every community that has ever existed. We are monogamous as a species, and we do enforce monogamy socially in almost every society in the world because it prevents the problems that would arise from us not being monogamous, whereby a small percentage of highly attractive men would have all of the females, which would lead to a rise in violence. from frustrated loser incels. And the reason that conversation was being had is because of the rise of this incel movement and the fact that hookup apps like Tinder are meaning that a smaller percentage of men are getting all of the women. You're simply diagnosing a problem. Whatever, a lot of people are very intellectually disingenuous and twats. They believe that society has now robbed them, that the idea of feminism is working against nature.
No, 1,000 times no.
And that we must be put back into the correct place. Wilde added. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the plot right. Wilde continued, this guy Jordan Peterson is someone that legitimizes certain aspects of the incels movements. Because he's a former professor, he's an author, he wears a suit, so they feel like this is a real philosophy that should be taken seriously. You know what shouldn't be taken seriously, Olivia Wilde? Your career. Your opinions. Everything you stand for. Get out of here. Oh, sorry, I opened a bit of a window into my soul there. Sorry about that. You know, I guess after weighing up all the different points of view about Jordan Peterson and, you know, taking into consideration what these critics of his think, I guess what I would just like to say to them is...
Shut the fuck